Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm very excited to show you this 2026 Ford Mustang Darkhorse. This one is an Orange Fury, which is a new color they brought back for 2026. And this one has some cool little packages on it, like the bronze wheels and everything. So let's go and check it out and see if the Darkhorse is worth the price. Because as you know, since 2024, the Mustang has received a few price increases. So we're going to check this vehicle out and see if it's worth the money they're asking. And I'll go over the window sticker right at the end. So let's go and start off here in the front. The Darkhorse has its own unique front fascia. It does look very nice. You have the two little snorkels right there for the intakes. You got LED projector headlights with the LED sequential turn signals. Around to the side here, you can see we have our Darkhorse badge, which looks really nice right there. Here are the bronze wheels on this particular one, with black Brembo brake calipers. These brakes are massive. They're 6-piston. We got gray on the mirror caps here on all Darkhorses. You can see it does sit very nice. Obviously it could, it might look a little better lowered, but it does sit pretty good from factory. It comes with Magna Ride, of course. This one has Magna Ride. You even have a big brake for the back, which they don't do on a lot of German cars. They usually put a small caliper on the back. This one has a big brake caliper in the back with your parking brake off to the side there. I think the styling is definitely really good. It still looks like a Mustang, of course. You got the pedestal spoiler in that same gray finish on the mirrors. So you can see there, it does have a nice little flake in there. You got these massive 4.5-inch exhaust tips that are in black. It does have an active exhaust. We'll get an exhaust clip a little bit later. LED reverse light down there, LED brake lights and turn signal, all that stuff. You got the Darkhorse badge here in the back. I do really like the way the pedestal spoiler looks. This one does not have the handling package. All right guys, now let's go and check out the inside of this Darkhorse. So you can see we have nice soft touch up here. We got this nice little suede material. We got this carbon fiber look, or it doesn't really look like carbon fiber, but it's a nice little design right there. Soft touch on the armrest. Darkhorse sill plate. This one has the Recaro seats, which look fantastic, but unfortunately you lose heating, cooling, and power adjustments. So that's the downside to the Recaros, and they cost extra. But let's go ahead and hop in the inside here and see what it looks like. All right guys, sitting inside the Darkhorse. So steering wheel feels nice. It has a mixture between the premium leather and also this is like a suede material, but it's very low ply. It feels kind of strange, honestly. But you got the dark pony in the middle. This one does have paddle shifters because this one has the 10-speed automatic. We'll have to check that out and see how it drives in this vehicle. Auto wipers, all that stuff. The gauges are completely digital. Sorry about the sun there. There we go. The gauges are completely digital, and you can change the style and how you want it to look. So I'll show you guys real quick. You just click this pony button here. And I'll show you guys how you can change it. We go to cluster theme, and then you can go through all the different clusters that they have available, like sport mode, right? Track mode. The cool ones are like the old ones, like the Fox body, for example. That looks nice. The classic and the Cobra one. All of which I think look really cool. So I do like that. It's nice how you can change that up. That's the benefit to having digital, right? Is that you can customize it. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can do here. You can, do your exhaust modes and all that stuff. I'll kind of briefly go over the inside. I don't want this video to be too focused on like the interior and the features and stuff, mainly on how it drives, right? So I'll just show you guys, the back seat, right? Not really usable unless you're like a kid or you're like 5'5" or less. You got a little glove box over here. This screen is really nice. It's like 13.2 inches. So you have all that stuff on there. You got your traction control, a favorites button, defroster, push button start. No wireless charging pad. They took that out. I don't know why, but they just did. People probably didn't really use it anyway. 2 USBs, cup holders, right? We got that there, right? No light in there. That is disappointing. They didn't put a light in there anymore. They must have took that out because they used to have a light right there. But let's go ahead and pop the hood and see what we're working with. All right guys, ever since the S650 generation, Ford has finally put hood struts on the Mustang, so that's really nice. This is the Gen 4 Coyote, 500 horsepower in this application and 418 pound-feet of torque. You got the dual intakes, which looks pretty cool. They finally made the engine cover look nice again, because the 2018 through 23 model, the engine cover was not my favorite. I had one of those, I had a 2020, but definitely looks a lot better with this one here. All right, let's take this baby for a spin. This is the part I'm excited for. Going to drive there. The parking brake is electronic, so you push down like that for off and then pull up like that for on. Feels a little weird to use, but that's just how they chose to do it. So right off the bat, I do love the sound. I'll definitely get an exhaust clip for you guys. Throttle response is really good. So the highlight is definitely the sound. The trans is definitely a lot smoother than the S550 10-speed. So they definitely made some improvements on that end. I like these gauges too. I got the Cobra, SVT Cobra gauges up right now. Visibility is good in Mustangs. It's always been very good for a sports car. Brakes feel great, super responsive. It's definitely naturally aspirated. You can tell that super linear power curve. You know, when the revs climb, the power and torque, you can feel it climbing too. Definitely in a completely different experience from like a turbo vehicle. Yeah, feels good. Just a different power delivery, but it still feels really good though. So let's try some modes here. So let's go into, okay, the modes are on this side, so let me use this hand. Let's go into sport mode. Let's try that out. This thing is so loud. That's crazy that is factory exhaust. Jeez, this thing is loud. That is a lot of fun. Okay, that's a lot of fun. Oh my goodness. All right. Sport mode shifts pretty good too. Gives you a little better throttle response. The 10-speed is definitely right for this engine because it keeps it in the power band, and since the gears are close together, you know, you don't have to worry about having big swings in like your power. But there are definitely a lot of gears. I'm not a huge fan of the 10-speed. It is pretty smooth in this particular vehicle, but it actually is working pretty good in this car so far. Oh, gotta go around that dip in the road there. Steering feels good. Even in the, oh, okay, well, I am in sport mode right now. So in sport mode, it's kind of on the stiffer side, which is what you expect. Honestly, the main thing that's really impressive with this car is how it sounds. I can't believe it's that loud from the factory. That is incredible. And I don't think they pump anything in. I remember mine had like a sound tube that helped like with intake noise, but I can hear it coming out of the back. Like I don't hear it coming from like up here or through speakers or anything. Like I hear it coming out of the back of the car. So just sitting here at the light, the seat is pretty comfortable, honestly, even with the Recaro. Like it's pretty comfortable. I'm just disappointed that's not powered and heated and cooled, because you pay like $2,000 to get these Recaro seats and then you lose features. And this one also has like the bronze wheels. That's an option. It's a Darkhorse premium, so it does have some, you know, some extra niceties like this and everything like that. You know, part of the premium package. Heated steering wheel, which is nice. The Bang & Olufsen sound system. But this one has a sticker price of $75,210. So yes, Mustangs have gone up. The Darkhorse I ordered, I didn't order it in the 10-speed, but if I did, it would have been around $66,000. This one with the paint color and all the stuff that this one has without the handling package is $75,000. So that is pretty shocking, I gotta admit. There's no Camaro, there's no Challenger, all the BMWs and stuff, those aren't V8s unless you get like M5s and stuff, and you know, it's just, you can't really get a V8 anymore. And this one's just an NA high revving V8 that's kind of like not really available out there anymore. But we might get on it just a little bit here, nothing crazy. We want to be safe, of course. Wow, this thing, okay. This thing moves. This thing moves. Especially once you get going. Like when you initially step on it, obviously, you know, it needs to build the revs and stuff, but once it gets going, it just keeps pulling. Which reminds me of my 2020 GT 10-speed that I owned. These 5.0s are definitely high revving, you know, they're top end engines for sure. That felt nice. Yeah, this car is solid, and I didn't notice any spinning. You guys can tell I have the traction control off, and stepping on at 40 or whatever I was going, no spinning. Another thing that's really nice is when you're driving, you can kind of see the spoiler in the rear view right there. So I love seeing the spoiler. I love seeing it in the side view mirror as well. By the way, guys, of course I have to mention, this vehicle is for sale here at Godden Ford in Las Vegas. If you guys are interested, you know someone interested, whatever, let me know. I'd be more than happy to get them a good deal on this car. Because after all, it is for sale. Good thing it has brakes. It's so loud. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Props to Ford for making this exhaust so loud from factory. Maybe it's been a while since I've been in a Mustang, but like my BMW is not that loud, and I have a mid-pipe on it. And the trans is shifting really good. Like, I'm pretty impressed. Man, I mean, it is a really good car, guys. It is pricey. $75,000 is crazy, but it offers an experience you can't really get anywhere else. So, you know, if you guys want a V8 muscle car that looks really cool, you want the best of the best that they offer right now, the Darkhorse is it. So, yeah. And we have these other Mustangs too, so we don't just have Darkhorses. But if you guys enjoyed this video, I definitely enjoyed it. Give it a like, subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.